Alright, campers, so we have some new previews from Giant Software. This is a tractor at the dealership, driving into the gas station, driving around, looks like a tractor dealer, just driving around, period. Animal dealer maybe, yeah, driving down the road. This is all in-game footage, so this is what FARMCON 25 will look like. Seeing some new stuff, maybe new pins. This looks like a American map. Then we got tractor driver down the road, visuals in cab. So there's been some improvements to the game engine, so I'll show that here in a second. But this is just driving down the map. Graphics look awesome. Sound, tractor sound. Then we go into this is fog. This fog, yeah, this is the fog showing kind of mist along the river. Now I'll show you this in a little bit, but if you watch the water is actually moving, so that's new. Early morning mist. This is the fog itself. Oh, this is clouds. This is the cloud cover. They revamped the clouds, so now you get shadows from the clouds and sunlight through the trees. So that's kind of new. That's interesting. We'll see what happens. This is more footage at night. Lights. Not actually sure what all they're trying to show here other than the lights and whatnot. Then we got there was this, not sure what this one was. I threw these together real quick in order. I can't see my titles. I don't know what that one is. This is clouds. This is cloud cover coming over. Shadows from the clouds. It's kind of cool. Graphics look very vivid. Compared. This is the forest, what the forest looks like. So we see some big trees, some different trees. That tree right there that just went out, that one right there is a little different. I haven't seen anything like that before. Walking up a trail here, it looks like. And just looks like there's several more varieties of trees that they've added to the game. Like that tree there. Going through the meadow. This is what the I think that's, what is that? Radish grass. Off to the right there in the rows. This is the performance optimization. You can see the trees are actually swaying in the wind, unlike previous games where you kind of heard the wind, but there was really no visual evidence of the wind actual blowing. So in this case, we actually see the trees blowing a little bit, tipping back and forth. So that's kind of cool. And then if you look at the wheat is different sizes, different heights. So that's kind of new. Before everything was one standard height. Looks like one big painted crop. This looks more individual with the wind blowing. Okay, here's our rice. So now this is what's interesting on the rice. So we have a greenhouse. And as they walk into the greenhouse here in a second, you see the little shoots of rice growing in the greenhouse. All right. So you know, I'm assuming this is a you plant it, start it growing in the greenhouse, and then move to the outside, because here in a second it will show you pallets being moved. And there's the pallets. So it's kind of like a normal greenhouse, but you grow the rice and it comes out on the pallets. And then, and it looks like it's water and fertilizer maybe. But then you bring your pallets out to your rice planter, which kind of looks like a ski-doo with wheels and jet ski with wheels and other planting equipment attached to it. But you can see he's loading up the planter, and then he'll drive down here to the edge of the rice field. This thing doesn't look like it goes very fast, so I would imagine we're probably going to haul it on a small trailer from field to field, unless the fields are real close to each other. But he kind of gets himself jockeyed in position here. And as soon as he gets lined up, he'll start planting. You'll see what it looks like. But this is great footage of what the rice planting is going to actually look like. You're going to lower the planter, start the planter, lower the planter, and take off, and there we go. Now we got rice planted in our rice paddy. And the rice paddies don't look very deep, so it's kind of interesting. Now this is a rice harvester of some sort. Looks like the paddy's been drained. From what I can see here, there's no water in there. So you've got a rice harvester, kind of like a forage harvester with a corn, old style corn header on it. It's on tracks. But come on, get started. Shows it harvesting here in a second. But this is it's like a Japanese type of equipment. So while rice is similar to wheat, I know it can be harvested with a combine because I've seen it in Arkansas, United States. I don't know about other countries, but they've got this little harvester here that drops down into the rice paddy, and off he goes. And then coming up here, what it looks like we're going to use a combine. So I'm going to assume there's a particular rice header, maybe. I'm not really sure whether a standard header, rice, like a wheat header will work. Like multi-crop header, wheat, oats, barley will work with the rice. It looks like a standard header. It doesn't look like anything different than any other header. So I guess we'll have to see. He's got the reel raised up pretty high. That's kind of neat. Okay, so now this is water. This is creeks and ships. They've added ships to barges, and I've seen the ferry. There's the ferry right there. You can ferry across the river. Ferry your equipment across the river. And if you look at the water is moving. It's rippling. And as they're traveling on whatever boat they're traveling on, you can see the ripples behind. So that's new. And the creek running, that's different. So that's kind of cool. More water, more boats. Look like little Vietnamese sand boats. Not sure if that's the correct term for them. Sand boats. S-A-M boats. I'm not sure. But this looks like traveling up a river. Kind of a different point of view. Well, that's it, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe.